How did I get into the world of writing? Well, actually, everything begins with this. It was a beautiful summer years ago when my mother bought this book for me at a local Goodwill. I read it and something changed in me forever. The comics, the art style, the quirky and fun plot. It was all just amazing. Inspired by the comics of Captain Underpants and given the ability of infinite paper from my art teacher, a spark was lit, and many comics soon ensued. At the beginning, all I made was random, terribly written comics that to this day, only I could tell you what's going on. Most of the time. So for years I continued making these comics every time we were given free writing time and art. Until things got crazier in 3rd grade. If I had to rank my elementary years, this one was easily the peak, closely followed by 4th. All because these are the years the comic crew was born. Me and all my friends, who also really enjoyed making comics at the time, all banded together to make, you guessed it, comics. Each of us had our own job within the club. Somebody was the boss, another person was the second boss, there was a president as well. I think we just really wanted power. I was the directory, which basically put me in charge of everyone without anyone thinking that. And we had just somebody as a mascot. He actually never was the mascot, but whatever. The crew was stacked and our times were awesome. At one point we got graded on our comics and were given homework to do. At another point we had the Comic Crew Academy, where each of us taught a class to everyone else. We even had a yearly Olympics at my house. I could go on and on about all the things about the comic crew. However, like most things in elementary, it was very short-lived, and by 5th grade, the comic crew was dead. All my friends lost interest in the wonders of writing, except me. You see, throughout all this time, I had been truly honing my craft. Each comic had improvement embedded within. Some comics I would just hyper-focus on, only to make them neat and readable. As I kept going, I began to make it my mission to one day get my works published by a real publishing company and become a super mega awesome famous author guy. And as the grades progressed, I began to move more and more away from the world of comics into the world of traditionally written novels. A series of novels spanning a complex backstory was my favorite format. I also dabbled in writing diaries. Well, dabbled isn't the word. For a while I also made trading cards with their own accompanying game as well, and all kinds of other things, but it was writing that I ultimately got hooked on. The idea of writing your own ideas and stories down on a piece of paper, completely unique to everyone else's, was always baffling. I loved it so much. Anyone can read it, anyone can have their own interpretation of it, and anyone can be inspired by it, laugh from it, and even let them take off into a whole other world. And it's all a gift from God. Everyone has it, no matter their skills or their appearance, we all have the gift. And it's that gift of creativity that's truly beautiful inside of us all. That's what my book series is about, and that's what my life is dedicated towards. But what about you? Have you ever tried writing a book? It's easier than it looks, and anybody can do it. So what are you waiting for? Give it a shot. Who knows what you'll create? And if you are interested, the first 2 books of my official fantasy series are available in the description below. And there's actually a new one on its way coming on October 13th with the first 2 in one book. And if you're looking for more information on what I'm doing with my books and what the heck even is a squidfish, then click on the video on the left to find out more about that. And if you want to hear about the latest book I just published, click on this one on the right and it'll inform you on everything. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. And remember, I am not a dog.